Oh, the client that we shot, that was a couple who likes to do different things. And we've done a fashion show in their house. We've done a wedding shower in their house. We've also done a wine tasting. And then this one I came up with, I said, you know what, I want to do a cooking demonstration. And he invited 10 of his close friends, so we did it more of an intimate type situation. And he's up for anything at all. You know, he's always wanting something new. Well, we were approximately about 20 minutes late getting to the site, so we kind of had to scramble a little bit, you know, getting in there. But once we got everything established, I got my head together, and we started, you know, taking and breaking it down in courses. Of course, you know, going back to here at the shop, we had to, you know, for a demo you have to have raw product and you have to have cooked product. So you have to have 2 stages of each individual course. You know, because we did soup, salad, entree, and with the entree you had vegetables, starch, you know, or potato, and then we went into dessert. So when we got there, we had to set stuff up, you know, according to that to make it easy to bring it onto camera and then show without spending too much time, because you know, people's attention span kind of wanders. Anyways, you know, to try to keep their attention, you have to try to stay organized and show them things that they can actually use at home, you know, techniques, etc. And that's what I tried to do for them. So it's, you know, sometimes cooking shows, they'll show things that people, there's no way they're even going to be able to reproduce that at home. But that's what I try to do through my cooking demos, is something that they can actually use. Hopefully, you know, if they need something, they're going to call me, but more than most, you know, some of them, you know, are able to use a knife or whatever, and they're going to be able to use those different techniques that I showed them in the home. To blanch it off first and then saute it off. It's beautiful stuff. Oh, the hors d'oeuvres, we had a pesto crostini, which is another signature item of mine. I serve that on a little sourdough disc, which we bake in the oven. We brush it with a little olive oil. We throw it into the oven, crisp it up a little bit, and I put some fresh basil pesto over the top with some fresh mozzarella, and then a sun-dried tomato tapenade, which is a blend of sun-dried tomatoes. We just puree it in a food processor, and we put that on top, a little red, white, and green, so to speak, like a Italian flag. We also did some coconut shrimp, which we take a fantail shrimp or black tiger shrimp, we fan it, which means spreading it out, and then we throw it into a mixture of toasted coconut and flour, deep fry them till they're crispy, and we serve that with a banana pineapple jam for dipping. And then we also did, what else did we do? Date that we had stuffed with goat cheese, and we surrounded it with a puff pastry, and we served that with a balsamic honey glaze over the top. And those are very good. And a lot of those too we use for, you know, cocktail parties for passing as well. We did a Sicilian mushroom soup, which is one of my signature items. It's wild mushrooms with cream, a little bit of chicken and beef stock I use in that, but I can go pure, you know, vegetarian as well. And then we add some Romano cheese and Italian spices. Watch that sauce. Then we did also a salad with a brulee of goat cheese. We actually showed them how to do that, you know, burning the sugar on top of the goat cheese and bruleeing it, more or less. And then we did a raspberry balsamic vinaigrette over mixed greens with, I think I had some grape tomatoes on there and some grapes, red and green grapes. And then we went into the entree was a, what was it, salt and pepper encrusted beef tenderloin, and I showed them a whole tenderloin, how to trim it down from start to finish. And then we roasted it in the oven, and we did that with a Merlot wine glaze. which is a reduction of wine that you just basically ladle over the top of the beef. And then we also did broccolini, which is a hybrid, vegetable. It's a cross between asparagus and broccoli. Showed them how to handle that, where to buy it, whatever. And we showed them some crispy breadcrumbs with roasted garlic. I showed them how to do the roasted garlic on that as well. And then the potato was a Yukon mash with mascarpone cheese. And then for dessert, we had a bananas Foster sundae. It's a caramel sauce with bananas served over the top of a vanilla bean ice cream with candied pecans. And we served that actually in a martini glass. All right, Bobby. So there's a lot of different things that they learn. I mean, a lot of them were excited about the martini glass that we use for the ice cream sundae. So there's different things for them to learn, for me to learn, and hopefully everybody's happy. Yeah.